This is the Average to Savage podcast with Paul Garino. Everyone and anyone, athletes, celebs, and much more.
What's up, everybody? I'm back for another episode of the Average Savage podcast. Our special guest today is none other than Doggface. How's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, appreciate you coming on.
Hey, no doubt. I appreciate you bringing me on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Let's just talk about it. You know, everyone knows you went viral. The Fleetwood Mac song. You were just cruising on your skateboard, drinking some ocean spray. So, how'd that just that TikTok come about?
Basically, I was just going to work, and you know what I mean. My truck usually dies out like every other day or something like that. It's just old. The battery's running down. You know what I mean? So it shut down. Had like less than 10 minutes to get to work. I was like, okay, I got my board, I got my juice. I'm just gonna take off. You know what I mean? No worries. I'll just get it, juiced up when I get done with work and everything. And then so I took off, started looking through my list, and then I'd seen Dreams was one of the top ones. Because I listened to everything before I go. You know what I mean? So I was going through, seeing it, heard it, seeing a video in my head, and I was coming down the ways. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna coast down, just get this video and post it, see what's up. When I first did the video and went down, I thought I'd be able to come up and try to do it again, but I caught speed after the video ended, so I couldn't stop. So I just flowed with it all the way down the end of the little off-ramp thing. By the time I got down there, I looked up and I was like, I'm not walking back up there to try this again. So hell with it, let's just go with it. So went to work, and then I was sitting there looking at it. I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to post it yet or should I, because to me it didn't look like I was going too fast. So then I was like, all right, maybe everybody's going to hate on it. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just post it and see what, the outcome is. Then, like I said, within an hour, it already had 400,000 views. So to me, that was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Okay, this actually might get 1 million today, and less than 7 hours, it got 1 million views. And then after that, it was just, 2 days later, I had management trying to hit me up. And I was like, what the hell? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I know you had some other videos blow up before that, right? What was your previous high?
My first one that blew up was the Get Up dance. You know what I mean? That was a trending dance that was going on TikTok when I first got on. And then the second one was the First of the Month by Bone Thugs and Harmony. I did a little skit of that, and that blew up. It went on Twitter, everything, just like the Fleetwood Mac song. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it just didn't blow up. It blew up. It was crazy because that was like my first couple that went viral.
Yeah.
And other than that, I'd get 1 million views on a couple other, videos on TikTok, but it would take weeks or months, but I just always have to wait to see it. And then this one, it was just instant. And then, it's crazy.
Yeah. So say like the day late, like say 24 hours go by. So what happened like after that?
Nothing really. After the first 24 hours, I was just like tripping out on how many views and everything, You know what I mean? And I was just like crazy, and then everybody just kept sending it to me from Facebook. My mom was sending it to me, my aunties. That's when I was like, okay, what
That's
the
when
hell,
you know?
I was like, okay, something's going on here. You know what I mean? Then when they told me that Fleetwood Mac, forwarded it and retweeted it or whatever, on Twitter and all that, that's when I think it really started kicking off. Then Ocean Spray jumped in and, started retweeting it and everything. Then everybody just caught the vibe from it, and it just blew up, you know what I mean? Then after that, the second day, like I said, is when I looked at my messages, because I was getting messages before from orders that I was doing because I was stitching my own hats and everything, embroidering them and selling them. And then, like I said, I would go through, and when I get caught up in my sales, I'd go and look at the ones that I didn't see, and the plus whatever, the ones that I can't see or whatever. So I go in there, I looked in there, and then all of a sudden I see all these blue check marks and all these people and like trying to reach out to me. I was like, what the hell is all this shit? You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell? And then I see that the management, my management now, Tony Inc., started trying to reach out to me. Gina Rodriguez, shout out to them. They came out and started reaching out to me, and I was like, yeah, right. Who am I to, go out and do anything like this or whatever, or try to be anybody, and everybody kept telling me, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing any interviews? If somebody wants to interview, this person wants to interview. And I'm like, what do you mean they want to interview me? You know what I mean? I just did a TikTok, a video. Yeah. Like, no, it's reaching everybody, this and that. And I was like for real, And they're like, yeah. So I was just like, all right, whatever. And then that's when I reached out to Gina, and she's like, yeah, I can do this for you and this for you, and hopefully do some things for you, And I was like, all right, well, let's, see what you can do. And yeah, ever since then, it's just been blessing after blessing,
Yeah. Now I gotta ask, since you had all those people, like, how did you pick your agency?
Honestly, she was the first person to reach out to me, and I didn't know any other people were trying to reach out to me or anything. Child, yeah, like I said, I looked into that other side,
Yeah,
and I seen all these people, and I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. I was just happy that she jumped on board, because she's a down to earth person. She's straight up, you know what I mean? She's got my back, she's dope,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I read somewhere, so you bought your own sewing machine to make your own apparel, right?
Yeah, on tax season, I went and got me a embroidery machine from Walmart, from Wally World. And then, like I said, I sat here after work, and I'd come home and I'd get some orders as much as I could, write it down. Sometimes I'd forget because pothead shit, you know what I mean? But then I'd try to keep something to write it down and everything. But yeah, I'd come home and spend like an hour or so with my lady, just talking, eating, whatever. This is from 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning day until 5, 6, 7, sometimes, a full day work. I'd still come home, spend my hour with my lady, family, friends, everybody like that. And then boom, I'd get on TikTok, do a video or so. And then I'd go on live, and I used to call it the sweatshop sesh is what I called it.
Yeah.
And then, I'd sit there and I'd go on live, and I'd just sit there and just boom, boom. I'd make hat after hat after hat, talk to my fans at the same time. And yeah, it was insane, man. You know what I mean? It was just a routine daily thing that I did just constantly for like a year and a half. I don't even know, man. A long time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's what people got. I don't think people realize sometimes, like a lot of people still have 9 to 5s, and then they do their side hustle after.
Oh yeah. When I started selling those beanies, that's when it kicked off, because I sell 50 shirts, or tried to sell 50 shirts, and they didn't really sell. They took me forever to sell those. So then when I did the beanie thing, that's when I was like, okay, maybe somebody's going to want it. You know what I mean? So, and then that kicked off, and that straight up turned into a side hustle. You know what I mean? It was straight up bringing in revenue for me. And I was like, yeah, it was a blessing.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. And I also read somewhere else that you were about to stop doing TikToks, where your daughters convinced you to keep on going.
Yeah, that was after I got the first viral one on, when I started TikTok. It was the Get Up Dance with Harvey Bass did it. I think he was the first one. I mimicked his dance and did my parody and whatever. And then, it got 1,200,000 views, 1,200,000 views in 2 days, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, I got 30 or 40,000 followers overnight for that one. And by the time they left back to Montana, I was up to like 60,000 followers or something. And that's when I was like, okay, well, I went viral. I did what other people my age can't, on the app, I'm like, okay, I'm done, and then that's when my oldest daughter, Angelia, was like, no, you're not, and she's like, you actually got people following you, people commenting to you, read the comments, they're all good comments and everything. You're making people smile, just keep doing something. And I was like, well, what the heck do you want me to do, because I still was lost in what I was going to do on TikTok. That's why I mixed it up with acting, you know what I mean? And dancing and whatever. Like I said, I ain't no actor. I ain't never took no acting classes. I ain't never took no dance classes. You know what I mean? I'm a skater, but I can't really skate, like pro skaters and everything. But yeah, I can get down on a vert and everything like that. I can do some flatland tricks and stuff, something like that. But yeah, I ain't no pro skater, but yeah. And it just works out, it's just dope. It's like so dope,
Yeah, that's awesome. And then tell me a little bit more how the Ocean Spray came about, and like how they gave you a truck.
I was just sitting at home one day, you know what I mean? And then I get a knock on the door. I see my daughter getting up, walking around in and out, acting all weird. But it was because at the time she was handling my interviews and everything, Okay. So I was letting her try to do this and this. So to me, it was natural. So I was just sitting like, okay, whatever. But then she leaves, and then I hear her knock, and then I'm just like, the heck, she's knocking on the door for? She just left, So I get up and I go over the door, and she's just like sitting there, and there's a camera guy behind her and everything. And then, they just played it out and like came around the corner. She's like, Ocean Spray wants to talk to you. I was like, what do you mean, And I look outside, like I said, I seen the truck, and then I see all the juice, and it didn't snap into my head. To me, I seen juice. So I was like, okay, they brought me a bunch of juice in one of their trucks. Yeah. So I was just like, cool, And then the guy that came up to me when he started talking to me, he's like, this is your truck? I was like, no way. Seen the signs, it said my name. I was like, man, that's crazy. And then even before that or after that, I was like, okay, well, they're going to take it away because I ain't got no money to pay taxes on this or nothing, you know what I mean? And going into Price is Right type stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember stories of people saying, I won this, but I couldn't get it because I didn't pay taxes on it or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I'm fucked there. So then, played it off and everything. And then at the end, I was like, hey, you guys going to take the keys or whatever, you know what I mean? Just sitting there waiting for somebody to take it. And then, no, they took it and they're like, well, Ocean Spray. And then they said that Ocean Spray is just going to take care of everything. And, and they helped me out with, like I said, with insurance, everything. They paid the taxes on it and everything, like I said, Ocean Spray stepped up like no other, man. It's crazy. I give a big shout out to them, you know what I mean? They helped me out like no other, like I said, it was straight up just love, you know what I mean? And it just came out of nowhere. It was dope, I just can't express how much.
You gave them crazy exposure.
Yeah, but, it's crazy, though.
Yeah.
And, it's just all on luck, you know what I mean? It's dope.
When, what is the time? I forgot. When was it? What month was it that you posted the video?
It was on September 25th.
Okay. Yeah. You're never going to forget that one, huh?
Right. My lady makes sure I don't, because every time like I said, buy things, I always forget everything, But then, like I said, after every month, she's like, it's been a month. And then, it's been a month, 2 months, now, it's been only 3 months now. And I'm like, damn, it really has only been like 3 months going on 4 now. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so shit just popped off.
Have you quit your 9-to-5 job?
Basically, I told him I was going to go back if, things don't pan out and whatever. And I just haven't been back. So, you know what I mean? So, hopefully, pull my dad out of that. You know what I mean? Like anything, you can get lucky with anything. I tell my kids, you can find them, I don't know what it is, finding something, like just something to get something, so I can get my dad out of the damn warehouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully my merch sales do something like that, or something, like I said, shout out to Zoomies too, because there's big things going on with them,
Are you about to collab with them?
Yeah. We got my merch and everything coming out on there. Got these dab necklaces, hopefully coming out in there, and a bunch of mini stores,
Yeah.
So hell yeah.
All right. So how many interviews have you been doing? Has there been anything like what other like crazy things you've been doing? Yeah,
I do almost interviews almost daily, you know what I mean? Just podcasts and everything like that, just getting my name out there and everything. Hopefully I want to do some more things with Be Real and Be Real TV and Felipe Esparza. Hopefully, just meet up with him. He's a cool guy. I did his podcast as well. Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's just new things and new experiences, and I'm glad I get to take my family with me at times. Glad I get to just chill, It's just awesome. Nothing but love,
Yeah, for sure. I know you're from Idaho. Are you still living there now?
Yeah, always. You know what I mean? I'm Idaho all day, I love this shit.
You guys got the best potatoes, right?
Believe that, you know what I mean? If you get potatoes anywhere else, you don't even know,
So you also got to, was this true that you got to buy a new house in cash?
Yeah, and that was mostly thanks to all my fans and my soldiers. I call them soldiers, you know what I mean? Because saying fans is and whatever to me is like not
Doggface soldiers.
Exactly, 420 soldiers, my 420 soldiers, And like I said, just when the donations came, I didn't go out and ask for donations or anything like that. It just came, like I said, God sent. People seen it, they wanted to help me out. You know what I mean? It was a blessing, man, and it was just crazy the amount that it came in. And when it came up to the point to where they was like, you can't even get a house because your credit, because I was like, I got a down payment for a house now, I'm good. I can do this and this. And then they're like, no, you can't. You got bad credit, you got to pay this off before anything. You got to do this before anything. And I was like, man. And then so I had this money, where I seen it get into the potential to where I could get a down payment and all that. I decided to save it and stop spending it and giving it to everybody or whatever, because I was spreading some around to my family and friends, And like I said, it got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to start saving up because I'm in an RV, and I don't want to stay in no damn RV, so. And then when I seen it get up there, and then my management started talking to me about some gigs that she had lined up, I did the math in my head to where it made more sense just to save until I got enough to pay for a house, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like I said, God bless, that moment came quick. I went to LA, got work after work, gig after gig, just hustled, like I said, because that's what I do. I work. I didn't, I don't plan on stopping. I just want to keep moving, and I'm just want to make money, you know what I mean? Just that, like I said, I've been working since I was 14, in and out of potato warehouses, I've done paint, construction, all that, I've been at the same warehouse since the year 2000, so I'm done laboring, you know what I mean? If I can, you know what I mean? If I can be done with all that and get my dad out and help everybody else, around me, then I hope that can happen, you know what I mean? And if not, like I said, that's all I've ever done was work. So there ain't no shame in my game in going back to work, you know what I mean? If I have to.
Yeah, for sure. Now the price just went up. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone just I think a lot of people just like it because you're just like positive vibes. I could just tell right now, just like you've been positive like the whole interview and everything.
Yeah.
Like what advice would you give to people that are trying to go viral like you on TikTok?
Basically, what I got from Gary Vee, you know what I mean? He's a good influence speaker that I listen to and all that. Is just put content out, you know what I mean? Don't be scared to put anything out, if you think it's dumb or anything, if you don't like the video, put it out, you know what I mean? Somebody else might like it, you know what I mean? And just like I said, just keep content out, put content out, you know what I mean? That's all I ever remember when I say his name, and shit like that. But yeah.
No, definitely. No, I think that's what I like about TikTok too. It's just like you could just like post whenever and it might not blow up like right away. It might blow up like 5 days later. So it's good. It's dope.
And you could just be yourself, you know what I mean? And that's what pays, you know what I mean? It's just the smiles, and that's what I get from it, you know what I mean? That's what helps me along, you know what I mean? And if not, you can laugh at yourself being dumb, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. What about, I forgot to ask you, what about Fleetwood Mac? Did they reach out to you like personally?
Yeah, Mick Fleetwood reached out to me a couple times, and he actually sent me a happy birthday on my birthday, a video message and everything. Dope. It was dope, you know what I mean? It touched me in my heart, that he went out and did that on his own time and everything. And yeah, if I can ever in the future, when this COVID stuff comes down, or whatever, we can ever meet, that'd be awesome. I just want to say shout out to them, Mick Fleetwood, Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham, all them. And yeah, shout out to Fleetwood Mac.
For sure. Are you ready for the average of savage questions?
Sure.
What's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right now, I had to look up real quick because I was looking at what I was listening to. But no, I would say N7 and P-Wop. That's what I've been listening to lately. Pop Out is what I started listening to when I got listening to them. So yeah. Gotcha.
Any dream TikToks you want to do with somebody else?
I want to do something with Bella Porch. You know what I mean? She's popping, but yeah, that'd probably be impossible.
Oh yeah, I saw some other thing where it was like, I think it was like guys traveled to you or something in a car, and then you did like a TikTok dance with them. What was that?
Vinny I can't even remember his name now, but it's Vinny the something. But yeah. And
so what they do? They traveled cross country to do one.
They came from like I think it was North Carolina, or I can't even remember that now. I think it was Carolina or Nebraska, something like that, or Ohio or some shit like that. But yeah, they came out. They decked out their car in with my face all over it, and they drove all the way from point A to LA. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they met me while I was there. I seen it on TikTok. That's when I reached out I told my management, look at these guys, they're coming from here. And they're like, no way, are you going to meet them? And I was like, hell yeah, you know what I mean? Why not? They came all this way, let's do it. We did it, kicked it with them, did a couple videos, you know what I mean? And then got to skate with them, meet them. And like I said, it's dope. I got to meet each and every one of them, follow them on all of them on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a little video because I'm going to dare him to do something. He wants me to dare him to do something. So I've been thinking of what I want to do to have him do it. I'm thinking if I want to make him do something crazy or make him do something just, something for the earth or something like that. You know what I mean? Because, we need to start getting earth back together.
For sure.
Dare him to plant a couple trees or something like that. You know what I mean? Or something.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know, like you said, it's like COVID time and things like that, but has there been any like crazy fan moments where you're just like walking around and like people just like pulled up to you?
Oh, that's everywhere. They still, like I said, when I got done with my COVID quarantine here and everything, and I walked around, I was like, okay, they're going to give me space. They're going to be like, yo, dude, you just got done with COVID, and this and that. I don't even want to be near you. I had my mask on, everything. I was, everything, to where you couldn't even see me. Yeah. And, I was small, so I guess they knew who I was just by the looks, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they come straight up. Hey, can I get a picture again? I'm like, whoa, all right, whatever, cool, But it's cool because lately now I've been, you know, no matter what, mask up every picture now or whatever. Or if I take it off, we keep space, you know, because like I said, it's still, you just got to take it seriously. You know what I mean? That shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. What about, what are your goals for 2021?
My goal is basically, like I said, is to help my mom and dad out more. You know, just I want to get them, make sure they're straight. And I want to make sure my dad don't have to work. You know, he's 62, 63 years old, you know, or whatever. And yeah, it's about time for him to stop already. You know, I just want to pay it back. And like I said, I want to pay it forward people, you know what I mean? And shit like that, you know. And everybody keeps telling me, no, you don't, you need to, you know, you deserve this and this and this. But, you know, that's the type of person I am, you know. I just like to help out people, you know, and shout out to my mom and my dad, you know. They raised me up that way, you know what I mean? Taught me with respect and everything, you know.
Yeah, definitely. What about, do you have any like favorite sports teams or favorite sports?
The Washington Redskins, Utah Jazz, Lakers, obviously. But yeah, I haven't really watched it since then, you know. But like I said, I've been watching my Redskins, obviously, you know. Oh, I can't say Redskins.
Well, I was going to ask you, since you're Native American, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the name change?
I don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't agree with it. I know there's a lot of people that don't agree with it as well that are Native, you know. Like I said, we embrace a lot of words, you know. We embrace savage, you know. But Redskins, I know a lot of us embraced it as well. I know a lot of people don't like it, you know. So it's all on opinion, you know. And I think they should have left it, in my opinion, you know. And seeing the Native, you know, emblem on, you know, the helmet and everything, to me, that was, you know, powerful, you know. And it was a symbol, and it was a good symbol in my perspective, you know. So yeah. And they could have changed the name to Washington Skins or something like that, you know. You know, if they wanted to.
They're still renaming it. Maybe you could help them rename it.
Exactly, you know what I mean, or just give it back, you know, or something.
I mean, I think they'll still. Hopefully, they still like you said the
emblem.
Hopefully, they still use that because I mean.
Oh hell yeah, you know what I mean.
They're one of the dopest logos. So
yeah, either that.
Same thing with the Cleveland Indians too.
Or just keep the feathers on there, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then the Cleveland Indians and all that, you know what I mean? They just, everybody just needs to knock it off.
Oh, man. Well, appreciate you coming on, and could you let the listeners know where they can follow you at?
Follow me at Doggface208 on IG. Follow me at 420 Doggface208 on Instagram. And yeah, go check out my merch. Go get a dab necklace. It's fake,
do you know when the merch is dropping for Zoomies?
In a week.
All right.
Yeah, from what I heard, in a week in Zoomies and everything like that. So we'll be popping out with new lineup of everything, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be fly. Go into Zoomies and get one then.
I got you. What is it? Yeah. What you got any previews yet? Or no, you didn't put anything out yet?
No, I had some, but they said I'm supposed to get the rest today. But I gave a bunch away to some of these people that were walking by on the street the other day.
I was going to say, go hold it up and I'll put it on there.
Yeah.
You have one just to hold up or no?
I don't. Yeah. I have.
What does it say? It says Doggface?
Oh, it has my picture. Then there's another one with a embroidered emblem of me on a skateboard with a juice. Has a mustache and everything, you know, just a little guy. And it says Doggface208 on it. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's dope.
What up? This is Doggface. Shouts out to Average or Savage.